It is a pulp point-and-click adventure thriller set in Australia, where you play as Mick Carter, a roaming drifter that returns to his hometown for his mother's funeral and gets wrapped up in conspiracies, mysteries, and potentially paranormal activity. I checked out the demo of this game a few years ago at a massive Monster pop-up event, and I really, really liked what it was going for. And my love for point and clicks has recently been rekindled, so I was very keen to jump into the full release of this one. I've currently finished the first 2 chapters, and I'm pretty sure there are about 9 in total, so I'm still very early on in the game. And I'll kind of start by saying I think that Dave Lloyd, who's the writer, designer, and programmer of this game, has really perfectly captured the essence of old school Ozploitation and the very clearly Stephen King inspired sense of mystery and suspense. Right from the beginning, you kind of get thrust into this dark, gritty world that, balances science fiction and realism really well and hooks you in very quickly. You start in this train and it seems kind of like mucky and grimy, and then suddenly you're faced with a big jarring light and everything gets really tense really quick. It hooks you in very quickly. Basically, it's got the classic point and click sort of design. You've got an inventory which you'll collect items in. You can merge items together from the inventory, but it's also got a really cool thing that helps me a lot because I'd be forgetting things very quickly, where it's also got like a story inventory almost, where you've got little notes of big, kind of mainline events that you've come across in the game that are basically told back to you. So information that you've just learned, you'll be able to read again in different bite-sized pieces, which is really neat. So I really enjoyed that. It's also fully voice acted. All Australian cast, except for the odd Pom here and there. But it really benefits from it a lot. The artist, Barney Cummings, he's got this pixel art style, which is really neat in its own right, but I think the vocal performances bring it to life and make it feel really real. The characters feel really well written and like someone you'd just kind of meet on the street, especially Adrian Vaughn, who plays Mick, kind of nails the grisly main character voice, and it's also got this narration throughout that's very Blade Runner-esque, but done well.
I was going to say, careful, 'cause that's
done well. Yeah, no, it works. It works a lot for it. It almost feels like anytime something happens, you feel like he's looking back and talking to you and being like, what's the deal with this guy, kind of thing. It rocks. And, the events that take place in the game also seem to happen in their own time rather than always being triggered by your actions, which very much help keep the narrative pretty well paced, but also adds to the tension of when things start to go sour. You find out very quickly, so it's been in trailers and stuff, but when you die, you come back, and your character Mick is aware of it, and so but you come back at the moment you're starting to die, and so in that moment you have to click the right things and use the right items to get yourself out of that situation and not die. And if you don't do it in the right amount of time, you die again, but then you get brought back to life. And so it becomes this really tense thing of like, okay, I need to take off the thing that's tied behind my back, so I need to use my knife by getting that off. Now I need to take the bag off my head. Oh, there's a petrol can over here. I'm going to grab the petrol can. I've got a tubing in my inventory.
So it's
put that together
Groundhog
so I can breathe.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that's narratively built into the game. You will
Absolutely.
die and you will experience that part.
You
Yeah,
will
cool.
experience death.
Yeah.
But not
and-
just through, you got shot by clicking the wrong area. It's like there's a little moment that you'll run into that you then die and have to sort of orchestrate a survival.
you'll get being shot, great example. You'll be you're so welcome. You'll be threatened with a gun. What are you going to do in that moment? Are you going to hide behind this thing? Great, done. But how are you going to get out of that situation? Are you going to try and go for the guy? He's going to shoot you, you're dead. You come back. How are you going to deal with this situation? Oh, maybe you can go this way. Oh.
I like the idea of it being the thing that I hate in an Until Dawn style game is like I make a mistake and like I'm being asked to commit to that mistake.
Yeah.
Whereas this is Save Scum the game.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's Save Scum the game, but it's narratively relevant.
Yeah.
Well, of course, yeah.
yeah.
You've
So,
got this
like-
one character that needs to survive the entire journey,
Yeah.
but will die. That's cool.
It's really, really
Is
cool.
that, without spoilers, is that played into his awareness of it? Is there some kind of something sci-fi?
And
Okay,
it's,
cool. Yeah,
what's
yeah.
even cooler is like I kind of get annoyed when your main character is like the chosen one. Like, oh, they're the best. You come across other characters who, you know, to the naked eye, to the average person, seem like they're just crazy homeless people. You come across them and they are also experiencing the same thing that you are.
Yeah.
And they're going to you. They're like, you can't escape it. I've tried so many different things to kill myself and it's not working. And it's so fascinating. And like, you're just barreling through this game, getting hit with not twist, but like big, like narrative turn after big narrative
Revelations
turn.
and kind
Yeah,
of
and
like-
it doesn't
yeah.
feel like too much. It doesn't feel like it's too.
On the nose or kind
Yeah,
of like, yeah.
that's a good. It doesn't feel on the nose. It feels like one of those really good Australian dramas, like Mr. In Between, for example.
Yeah,
Water
right.
rats.
Yeah,
This could be played by Ben Mendelsohn.
yeah.
level
I
of,
think Ben Mendelsohn would love this.
I know you're only a couple of chapters in, but there's a cast of characters that that are on your journey with you, or you're just running into people.
I feel like
You're
there's.
No, I know, but people could be drifting with you.
Oh, right.
There are characters that are kind of coming up a lot, like my sister Sarah,
Yeah, okay.
who used,
Sarah Drifter.
Sarah Drifter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Mick Carter, and so in turn she would be Sarah Carter.
Unless
No, sorry,
she's
I
married.
was like Terminator, Sarah Connor.
That's Sarah Connor.
That's
yeah.
it.
But yeah, it's. I feel like she's probably going to be a big character. There's like a reporter that you meet early on, that kind of she's talking enough to make it seem like she's going to be very important.
Okay, I guess that answers the question of you are not just literally drifting through vignettes and moving on through. There is a narrative that is quite tied to a.
It is so. This game is all about narrative.
I specifically, I was going to stream it, and then I saw that it was fully voice acted. I'm like, no, I want to enjoy
no,
that.
fair
I don't
enough.
want to sit here and read it while it's narrated and mess it up for other people playing it.
It's obviously very reminiscent of something like Fate of Atlantis, which is
Oh,
a favorite of mine from the point of
You know,
view.
Reminds me
very
of,
Monkey Island.
of Full Throttle, actually.
yeah,
'Cause
well,
it's
I
like
guess
kind
you
of
got
a
that
gritty,
grittiness in it.
gritty
Same
point and
tone,
click.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
definitely like there's an extra layer to the art style, like an appreciation for this, and not just in a way like I used to play these games, I'm going to use it. I don't know. There's something about the grittiness and the griminess
Yeah.
done with this sort of like low poly, but also beautifully detailed
It is, yeah,
level.
for
Oh,
That's
sure.
just
it's
yeah.
it kind of feels like Monkey Island meets like freaking what's the word, Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome. It's so
in
cool.
an A24 film wrapper.
Yeah.
Finished it?
Not yet.
Okay,
no,
right.
I'm still really early on, and
Oh,
like
right, okay.
I'm this gripped by it. Everyone I've talked to as well who's played it has just been like, "Oh my god, it's one of the best point and click games I've ever played."
Yeah,
Wow.
great.
Like,
cool.
which is a big call and really cool. I'm pretty sure the developers made 2 other games. I think Crawl is one of them, and I don't want to say Pendulum because I might be wrong, but they've made 2 other games. But this one is the first of those I've played, and it's blowing me away.
Are they an Australian developer, or are they just
They
like
are.
Australia?
Yeah.
They're
okay,
an
cool.
Australian developer.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, yippee!
Should have them on the show.
Yeah.
We should. Yeah. When I finish it, so I can tell them how much I like it.
There you go.
Yeah. Or you can spoil the
What is it
ending.
with
Yeah,
this?
that's
on the
What is it
call.
with Australian creatives going? Let's make a gloomy, pessimistic, dystopian version
I feel like
of
that was
Australia.
like a lot of Australian cinema as
Well,
well.
that
for
was
a
it. That's
while.
why
Oh,
you're
yeah,
getting
big
it.
time.
It was like
Big
the.
time. You know,
yeah.
you had Underbelly, you had Mr. In Between, like.
Oh, I'm thinking
but
Mad
the
Max
slaps.
and like
Sure.
the cars that ate power, like that kind of stuff.
Oh, and I mean, like the 70s was just Grindhouse.
yeah,
like that
totally.
was the big thing.
Ozploitation.
Ozploitation.
Crikey.
Yeah, this shit rocks. I really, really love it.
Nice.
No, it fucks. It's so good.
No, I know. It was
Yeah.
so eloquent up to that point, and then we got exploitation. And it's
Hey,
like,
I gotta
bloody
end
hell.
it some way. But yeah, I'm really, really loving it. I can't wait to finish it.
Very cool.
The Drifter, very good shit.